Harley Quinn, the iconic anti-hero, has stolen our hearts not just for her wild antics but for her complex love life. From the streets of Gotham to the hearts of villains, Harley's romantic history is as unpredictable as she is. From the toxic love with the Joker to her surprising romance with Poison Ivy, today we're diving into all the lovers Harley Quinn has had. But before we dive in, hit like to start. The Joker. Did Harley Quinn ever truly love the Joker? Harley and Joker's relationship is the epitome of toxic love. Originally Dr. Harleen Quinzel, she was a psychiatrist who fell for the Joker's manipulative charm. From the get-go, their bond was a combination of obsession, betrayal, and heartbreak. While Harley constantly endures the Joker's abusive behavior, there's an undeniable thrill in their chaotic dynamic, which has captivated audiences from Batman, the animated series, to Suicide Squad. No one loves the Joker more than Harley except maybe chaos itself. In some alternate universes, Harley actually becomes the villain after their breakup. She becomes a force to be reckoned with, proving she doesn't need the Joker to wreak havoc. Poison Ivy. Forget the Joker. Harley's heart found a true partner in crime. Harley's relationship with Poison Ivy is often seen as the healthiest in her life. Ivy and Harley first bonded in Batman, and their relationship has grown beyond just friendship. Ivy is one of the few people who truly understands Harley's emotional struggles and supports her. It's a beautiful blend of friendship, romance, and rebellion. Their love is often seen as empowering for Harley, giving her a sense of autonomy and genuine love, something missing in her toxic past with the Joker. Ivy and Harley's romance took center stage in Harley Quinn, where they become a couple and even team up for a crime spree. It's one of the best portrayals of their deep, loving connection. Deadshot. Really, this assassin caught Harley's eye. But what was so special about him? Floyd Lawton, aka Deadshot, shares a brief but intense fling with Harley during the Suicide Squad comics. While Deadshot and Harley have very different personalities, him being cold and professional, her being chaotic and unpredictable, they share a bond over their shared experiences with violence and being outcast. Their relationship doesn't last long, but it's intense, showing Harley's complicated attraction to powerful, troubled men. In some versions of Suicide Squad, Harley and Deadshot actually share a kiss. Robin, Harley Quinn and Tim Drake. This one's a real plot twist. In Batman, there's an unusual moment where Harley shares a kiss with Robin Tim Drake. It's short-lived and never fully explored, but it adds an interesting layer to Harley's complex romantic history. Robin's youthful innocence contrasts starkly with Harley's chaotic nature, making it a curious, one-time flirtation that never went anywhere but adds to her wide range of romantic entanglements. Harley has a knack for flirting with superheroes, and Tim Drake, being young and somewhat naive, becomes another example of her wild side clashing with the hero's moral compass. Bruce Wayne. Let's talk about how Harley's obsession with the Dark Knight almost led to more than just a fight. Harley Quinn's attraction to Batman is well documented, particularly in her fantasies and alternate timelines. In some storylines, Harley has a crush on the Dark Knight and even tries to seduce him. It's one of the more tragic aspects of her character, wanting the love and validation of someone who represents order. Yet she thrives in chaos. Batman, of course, never reciprocates, leaving Harley to feel rejected and misunderstood. It's heartbreaking to watch Harley idolize Batman in certain arcs. She wants the stability and respect that Batman represents, but her chaotic, villainous nature keeps her forever on the outside. Kite Man. What's the deal with Harley Quinn and Kite Man? Kite Man Chuck Brown is one of the most unlikely romantic partners Harley Quinn has had. His goofy, somewhat tragic character is a stark contrast to her wild, unpredictable nature. However, in the Harley Quinn animated series, the two share a brief but funny romance. While the relationship isn't particularly serious, it shows Harley's capacity for finding affection in unexpected places. The Harley Quinn animated series turns Kite Man's tragic backstory to comedic gold, and his relationship with Harley adds a sweet, humorous touch to her journey. Maxi Zeus. Is Harley Quinn really this into supervillains with god complexes? Maxi Zeus is a lesser-known but interesting character in Harley's love life. As a mob boss who believes himself to be a god, his self-obsessed personality might seem like an odd fit for Harley, but they share a relationship at one point in the comics. Maxi's god complex and Harley's chaotic nature make for an entertaining and absurd pairing. Maxi's delusions of grandeur and Harley's unpredictable behavior make their relationship a bizarre chapter in her love history. The Riddler. Edward Nygma, aka the Riddler, has had brief flirtations with Harley Quinn in various comics. While Harley isn't usually attracted to mind games, she's intrigued by Riddler's intellectual challenge and eccentric behavior. Their interactions often feel like a clash of intellects, with Riddler's need for riddles and Harley's chaotic spontaneity making for an odd but entertaining pairing. In some Batman storylines, Riddler has had his own complex relationship with Harley, often trying to engage her with puzzles or tests, but Harley's unpredictable nature usually confounds him. TwoFace, Harley Quinn and TwoFace. Could she ever fall for a man who lets fate decide his actions? Harley Quinn's relationship with TwoFace is as chaotic as you'd expect. While their connection isn't deeply explored in mainstream comics, they've shared moments where TwoFace's unpredictable nature aligns with Harley's own chaos. Harley's twisted attraction to him comes from his unpredictability. His constant flipping of a coin determines his fate. Much like how Harley's life is ruled by whimsy and chance, TwoFace is one of the many characters who finds himself captivated by Harley's ability to push him further into madness, which is a testament to her chaotic allure. Bane. How did the Dark Knight's most terrifying villain win her heart, at least for a moment? Bane is another unexpected lover in Harley's history. While they don't have an enduring relationship, Bane's brute strength and dominating personality attract Harley in certain storylines. Their dynamic is more physical than emotional, and in some versions, Harley becomes a pawn in Bane's plans, yet she still finds a strange connection with the powerful villain. In some comics, Harley and Bane have teamed up, and the tension between them has led to moments of flirting, though it's clear that Harley ultimately prefers chaos over Bane's calculated control. King Shark. Harley Quinn and King Shark. Does this pairing make sense? Let's dive into this deep-sea romance. In some Suicide Squad storylines and alternate comics, there's an implied attraction between Harley Quinn and King Shark, the half-man, half-shark villain. Their interactions are generally comedic, highlighting the oddity of their connection. While their romance doesn't go far, it plays into Harley's unpredictable taste in partners. The fun, quirky nature of King Shark aligns with Harley's love for the strange and unusual. Who knew the Queen of Chaos had such a tangled web of lovers, right? Which one was your favorite? Or maybe you think someone else deserves a spot on this list. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I want to hear your take on Harley's crazy heart.